Hi everyone, this is Narendra. Let's talk about method reference in Java 8. Okay, so this is a new feature from Java 8 onwards. So I will explain what is this method reference and where to use. So I'm considering you have some little bit knowledge about lambda expressions and functional interface. If you don't know what is lambda expression, so I explained in a different session, so you can refer my previous videos. In detail I explained. Anyway, to explain this method reference, I will brief about this lambda expressions. Let's understand in the demo. I will show you how it is used. Okay, so what is this method reference? Actually, this method reference is nothing but it is a special type of lambda expressions. That means what it is doing, we are having a method, existing method, so we are trying to referring that instead of writing the method. So if we have already existing method, so we are just referring that. Okay, so where to refer? Actually, whenever we are having a simple lambda expression, so instead of using that, we can use that, you can call that method. Okay, and I will create a example, so it will be very clear to you. Okay, so let me let me create a class. Okay, so method ref. Okay, this is, and I need this public static void main method. So in this class, so what I'm trying to do, let me declare a interface here. Okay, interface, suppose I, and we are having only one method, uh, void show. You know, inside interface all the methods by default public and abstract, and as it is one method inside this interface, it is called as functional interface. Okay, so suppose I wanted to implement this interface and override this show method, so and I wanted to call this show method. What are the ways? Okay, what we can do, we can create a interface reference here. Let's say obj. Okay, so equal to, so either we need to create a class and which will implement this interface and override this show method, and that class object will pass, and by using this obj dot show we can call the method. This is one of the way. Any other ways, actually this obj is expecting of implementation of this functional interface, right? So by using anonymous class we can implement that show method here. How to do? Like, we can do like this new I, we can provide the show method implementation here itself. Okay, so public void show I. So by using this obj object reference, we can call this show method, and if we learn we will able to see, right? It's simple. Okay, let's convert this instead of using this inner class, we can convert this implementation. by lambda expressions. Okay, so what we will do, this this obj reference is expecting of this show implementation, right? So already this interface name and void show already it is defined here, right? So let remove this new I and this void show, all this name already defined here, where we'll remove, let's remove this. And here one curly bracket we are removing, right? Let remove this correspond curly bracket here. So I am removing this curly bracket first, and then I am removing from here to here, because already this show method already is present, and we know that it is present. Okay, so we are deleting from here. And what we are doing, we are adding a symbol, arrow symbol. This symbol is nothing but lambda expressions. Okay, and this semicolon, not nothing doing, right? Let remove this semicolon. Okay, and this curly bracket also not required, because whenever we are having single statement. Okay, so this is optional, right? So let remove this curly bracket. Okay, so now you see the beauty of the code, like this single line. Okay, this single line is implies that, means it is implementation of this show method of this functional interface, right? So this selected part is known as functional interface. Okay, so sorry, lambda expression. So this lambda expression implementing this functional interface. Okay, so what we will do, this lambda expressions will replace. Okay, so we'll use this method reference. That means instead of the show method, if we have any other method like show, we can call that show method, we can call that other method instead of using that show method. Okay, so let's say we are having a other method. Here we are having a static method. Okay, so method reference, actually we can have three types of method reference. Method, like actually static method, non-static method reference, and constructor method reference. Okay, so let's say we are having a static method like public void static. Let's say I will say abc1 method. Okay, I'm from static method. So what we will do on error, like, okay, public static void abc. Okay, this is the syntax actually. So this static method will replace here. Okay, let we'll remove this. Let I am commenting this line. Okay, and I'm removing this lambda expressions, and I will call the static method. Okay, how to call the static method? By using class name. This abc static method belongs to this class name, right? So I will use this class name dot abc we should use, right? Instead of dot we'll use double colon. Okay, and abc, this double colon is the method reference symbol. Okay, so now you see we'll able to call this method. I'm from static method. So what it is doing, this interface reference was expecting a implementation of the show method. So like show method, we are having already a existing method, right? Already existing method of abc. We can, instead of show method, we can call that we can refer that abc method. Okay, so this abc method can be present anywhere, not only from this class. Let remove from here. Okay, I'm removing from here. Okay, and I'm taking that method to a other class. Let's that method is present in a separate class. Let I'm giving the name as other, not to confuse. Okay, and this is a separate class. Here the method is present. Okay, and as now this abc method present in other class, so here we'll change it is from other class, so we'll provide the class name, right? Okay, so now also we'll be able to let change here. I am from static method of other class. So if we run it, you see I'm static method of other class. So anywhere if any existing method is there, we are replacing with this lambda expressions, right? So this is a static method reference, right? So that method reference can be non-static, right? So what we will do, instead of static, let remove the static keyword, so it become a non-static method. Okay, so let change this. I am from non-static method of other class. Okay, so now as it is a non-static method, what we need to do, we need to create a object of this other class, right? Other obj other equal to new other, right? So this is a object of other class, right? So we need to call like this. So now if we'll see, if we'll run it, it is showing like non-static method of other class. So it is a non-static method. So how to call that non-static method, we need to create an object, right? Any non-static method if we'll call, so we need to create an object, and we need to refer that, or we can call it, right? So you see, if actually this abc method you are able to call, because this abc method, the method signature is matching with this show method. Okay, if we'll change, if we'll change the signature, let's say this abc method accepting a parameter int n. Okay, so now you'll get a error like it's invalid. Okay, you see abc not applicable here. So what we need to do, as we change this parameter, we need to, like, it will, if it will match, so let's this parameter will be match. If it is matched, then only we will be able to call. And as we change here, we need to pass a integer variable, integer value, right? Let I will pass 5. Okay, so now this 5, it is you are passing, right? It is calling this abc, it is referring here, and you are referring this abc method, and you are passing that in, it's 5, and let's print that that 5 value here. Okay, so if we'll run, we'll be able to see that value 5. Okay, so if any signature, if the signature must be matched. Okay, so if any existing method is there, we can refer that. Okay, instead of redefining it, so it is reusable. Okay, so we saw like how to call a static method, how to refer a non-static method. Let's refer a constructor. Okay, how to refer a constructor? So let's convert this method as constructor. Okay, you know constructor is same as the class name. Okay, so this is the constructor. Okay, so this is a parameterized constructor. So how to call a constructor, we no need to create object here. Directly what we will do, we will pass this new keyword here, and we'll pass that class name. Okay, this is the class name. Okay, so class name with new keyword. So now if we'll run this, so let's change this. I am from constructor of other class. Okay, so let remove this. You see, I am from constructor of other class. So you see how to refer a constructor reference, you see like this. So you have to pass the class name and new operator. Okay, so this is method reference. Okay, this method reference in used in many places. Okay, I will take another example. Let's remove this interface. Okay, so now what I will do, let remove these two line as well. Okay, I will have a simple class. Okay, so here what I will do, I will initialize a list. Okay, I will take a list, like names of list. Let's say I will initialize like this, list of, there is of method, and we can initialize like this. And let's say we are having list of name Naren and Kiran, and let's say we're having Dilip and Ravi. Okay, and it's a list, right? So let's define the generic. It's a string of a list. Okay, so I'm defining a string. Okay, so these names I wanted to print it. Okay, I can use any of the loop, right? So I will use for each loop. Okay, to print this. So how to call for each loop? Names dot, I will call this for each. Okay, so how this for each loop, what is this for each loop, how it is working, I am having a separate session on this. I will refer in my description the link, you can refer that in detail, I explained. Okay, so how to print this names list, so we can do using this lambda expression here. Okay, so we'll do like this, e will print e. Okay, so now we are not referring this other class. Okay, it's a simple class. Okay, here what we did, we created a list and we initialize it, and that list we are trying to print it by using for each loop. Okay, so here we can use streams also, but now not required. Okay, I'm not using. Okay, see, you see, it is as simple, it is printing, right? Whatever list, it is iterating and printing. Okay, so you see, this is a lambda expression, right? So what it is doing, the responsibility of this, it is printing, right? It is taking one by one value and it is printing. Okay, so this lambda expression, okay, this is the implementation of consumer interface. Okay, what is this consumer interface? I created a separate video, you can refer that. Okay, so no worries, so just simple like this names list, if you wanted to print by using this for each loop, so you can print like this, and this is a lambda expressions. Okay, and this lambda expression will replace with method reference. How simple it is, you see. So you see what the selected part, what it is doing, it is only printing, right? So what we will do, we'll remove everything, we'll keep only print. Okay, println method. Okay, so this method is responsible of printing, right? So this method, it's a static method. Okay, it is present in system.out, right? We know that, right? So we'll write system.out, so we'll refer this println method by using, so system.out will refer this println method by using this method reference symbol, right? So this will also work. Okay, so you see how simple it is. Like, instead of writing that lambda expression, we'll use this println method reference. Okay, so we can some predefined methods also, we can use that println. Okay, sorry, is that method reference. So that's it about method reference. So if any doubt, please let me know by a comments in my videos, so I will respond. Okay, thank you for watching this video.